I want to share this, okay? I was and some of you guys that are following my YouTube, and by the way, for those of you that are new, freaking welcome to the call. This is the kind of freaking shit you get. If you thought you were just getting training and you thought you were just learning how to make money, you're also getting entertainment. You're welcome, okay? Welcome to the call. What I want to talk about today is something that just happened to me a couple days ago. And I've been thinking, I don't know what it is. I have what's called a sticky brain. And like, I actually mean that. Like there's something like actually wrong with me, I think. And I've been to I've been to a therapist and everything else. I have a sticky brain, which is like, I can't let go of shit. I hold on to stuff and it's good if it's the right things, but it's terrible if it's the wrong things. And so because of that, sometimes I'll have this experience or I'll have this moment or I'll have a conversation and I can't let it go. I'll be listening to a podcast, I'll be listening to a YouTube, and I'll hear a one sentence and I'll turn it off and I'll take my phone and I'll jot it down, and I'll spend the rest of the time, the rest of the hour, just thinking about that one thing. And and the reason I'm bringing that up is because last Friday I was in Vegas. Okay, let me tell you the story really quick, and I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. So last Friday I was in Vegas. Thursday I went down. Friday, you guys remember a couple weeks ago in the free group, I was in Arkansas. I had like the big gold thing behind me, and I told you guys, go buy time, right? Go find the people that have done what you want to do, and go pay them to get you there quicker, right? And I told you guys I'd made a couple offers. And I was waiting to hear. One of them was accepted. And guys, I got one of them accepted. I had one person I reached out to that has an incredible like experience and all this stuff on social media. And I reached out to them. We worked out a deal. And I said, I want you to teach me and I want you to do it. And I don't want to have to learn it all on my own. And they said, cool, let's do it. And so I started that. The other one, it was a different one. It was somebody that's gotten to $1.5 million per month in their business. And I literally just want the blueprint. I'm like, they don't have a coaching program. They don't have anything. They typically don't even do consulting, but I'm like, I'm not taking no for an answer. I need you to show me this. And so I have done everything that I can think of. I have tried all the angles, and guess what, guys? I'm jumping on a call tomorrow at 3:00, seeing if we're going to nail something down. So I'm following my own advice. Okay. But anyway, that said, I was in Vegas. The reason I said that is I was in Vegas on Thursday because the social media person, we were like, hey, let's get together. Let's come up with a plan. Let's figure out the angle. Let's shoot a bunch of content. Let's just get it. Let's just do it right. So I went in on Thursday. All day Friday, we shot content. And just so you know, not like I love shooting videos and I'm by myself dicking around, and you guys see them on YouTube, and I'm like I kind of act like a dumbass. I'm okay with that, right? But when you're shooting them and people are filming you, it's uncomfortable. I'm not like an actor, and I don't like that kind of stuff. And so it was just an uncomfortable day for me because it's not my jam. Like I like to do it on my own, but not really with people. So that whole day we were shooting content, and then what happened was Friday night, instead of going home, my wife met me in Vegas. Okay. Let me take a little break here. Side note. Guys, get involved. Okay. That's all I can say. You guys are missing the boat. So Friday, I'm sitting at dinner, and I'm at the Venetian. They have this cafe. It's amazing, by the way. They have this cafe in there. It's called the Grand Lux. And I'm sitting there and I look over and I can see this family, and it's just me and my wife because she drove down and met me there and we stayed one more night. But I can see this family over here, and I can just, I can't hear it audibly, but I can see what's going on, right? You can kind of see. And the kids are trying to order, and the mom's like, no, you can't be. And you could tell she's like, you can't have the drink. You got to order this. Like, and you can tell it's a budget thing, right? You can just see it, right? And you can tell this is like a really nice dinner. And this isn't a high, like it's like high-end restaurant. It's just like a regular restaurant, but you can tell this is like night out on the town. And I'm watching this, and guys, I've been in this situation. Like I've been in the spot where you're looking at the menu and you're like, shit, man, the steak's $50, the steak's $30. Like maybe I'll just do the chicken. I've been there. Okay. I have been there. And so I know what's going on. And I look over and I could just see the whole thing. And I looked at the dad, and this is an interesting moment. I look over at the dad, and you can just I'm pretty good at profiling people. Like I feel like when I see somebody, I can just kind of like I can tell you what their story is. I'm pretty good at that. And you could just see on this guy, he's a hardworking dude. In fact, I can just tell he busting his ass, right? And he's there with his family, and but he's tired, right? He's tired as he's tired of shit. He's sitting there, and you just see it on him. Like he probably had a long ass week, and you could tell he's like a blue collar dude, and he's got the electrician gear or whatever, something like that. And he's tired, man. And his kids are excited. And then you got mom, and she's directing them away from that side of the menu and don't buy the drinks, and we can't afford that, but not trying to be embarrassing. And you could just see, I could just see the tiredness on dad's face. And it was interesting because I turned to my wife, and she's like, she could see it too, but she didn't say anything. And I said to her, and I was like, I'm like, I hate seeing that. Like, I hate it. And I was like, what's so crazy? I was like, that guy right there, he's not lazy. He's not lazy. He's not. He's not lazy. He's doing everything that he can, but he's just got the wrong vehicle. He's going to work 100 hours for the rest of his life, and he'll never get rich. He will continue to grind and work overtime and try to get the promotion, and he will wake up one day dead broke. And the reason I'm bringing this up, and I've been thinking about this for the last couple, like whatever, since Friday, 3 days, whatever, I shared a video about it on YouTube, is it's crazy to me that people have no idea that they're in a losing game. Like that guy right there, he does not have any idea, me sitting across from him, what kind of money I'm making, how much, like the work that I'm doing, how much less physically taxing it is. He wouldn't believe it. Like it would just be unfathomable. It would be like, dude, the guy's got to be selling drugs or whatever. And it's because he doesn't have the right vehicle, right? And we've talked about this before. Hermosi's talked about this before. How hard you row the boat isn't nearly as important as what boat you're in. Translation being, what vehicle you choose to make your money in is way more important than how hard you actually work at it. Because if you're in the wrong vehicle, if you are a 9-to-5er, or let's even use a business. If you're an SEO person, you can work your ass off for the next 60 years at 100 hours, and you're never going to get the returns that you're going to get with lead gen because it's the wrong vehicle. Okay. And so the reason I want to bring this up, guys, is I said to her, I was like, you know what's so cool for me? And I actually was on a podcast earlier today with this guy. We recorded a podcast, and I said the same thing to him. I said, what is so cool for me is I have something and you have something. I'm talking to you guys because you're selling leads. We have something, my program that I'm selling to everybody, and also the leads you guys sell. We are selling something that if they just follow the process, if they just call the leads, if they just follow up, if they just close the leads, it can change their life, right? It can get them out of the situation. So for me, it's so cool because I've sold alarm systems. I've sold software that was never software. I've sold SEO. I've sold websites. I've sold all these things. And this is the first time I can legitimately say, and with full confidence, if you buy my shit and you do it, you will make money. And I could take that guy. This is what's so cool and so frustrating is I could take that guy and I could put him in my program. And if he did the fucking thing, I could change his life. And it's this cool moment in time for me because, guys, like, so the reason I'm saying this is this, okay? So many of us don't have perspective, okay? We don't have perspective. We don't understand that that's the alternative. We've grown up in this world. Maybe we've never had a manual labor job. Maybe we've never done door-to-door sales. Maybe we've never been in the military. Maybe we've never been an electrician. Maybe we've never been an HVAC guy that crawls up in an attic. Guys, do you understand how easy? Do you guys understand what we have here? And I know. And guys, I have no motive to sell you guys. You guys are already in, you guys are already sold. I don't need to sell you guys, but I need to remind you. Do you realize what we have? Do you realize the business model that we're sitting on? Do you realize that almost everybody else out there is the guy at the Grand Lux who he worked his ass off all week so he could afford a dinner that he couldn't even choose what steak he wanted because he had to go budget? Okay. Do you realize that we are able to do this from the comfort of our homes? Do you realize we can wear whatever the hell we want, which if you want to wear stretchy shirts and chains, great. You want to wear, if you want to be like Kyle and wear a cowboy hat, awesome. Okay. If you want to be like some of y'all that don't even wear anything, even better. Do you guys realize we have a business model that you can literally next month, if you guys would pull your fucking head out of your ass, you could make any amount of money that you so choose if you just did the thing? Do you guys realize that? Guys, I did last year in August, this month, last year, I did $24,000 in new business last month, this year, last month, last year, this month, okay? In one singular month. You guys realize you're building digital assets that are going to pay you again and again and again and again that you could pass off to your kids? You guys realize this? And I was saying this to this guy today on the podcast because we were talking about like our backgrounds. And I said, dude, people don't understand this. People don't realize how good they have it. Even if you just had a job, you were working at home and inside in the AC, you guys don't realize how much better you have it than 99% of the world. But guys, we got the best. And when I say this, when I say there is no better business model on the internet, I 1000% mean that. Find me one. Find me a business model that checks all the boxes. Find me a business model that's scalable. Find me a business model that has an asset attached that you can make money while you sleep, that you can do from anywhere in the world, that pays you every month. Find me another business model that's better than this one, and I'll fucking jump today. But you're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. We literally, I truly believe this with all my heart. And I know that, you know, people kind of drink their own Kool-Aid. I don't give a shit. I do not think there's a single business model out there that is better than this one.